When late wipe comes around, the prices of a few items skyrocket due to the crafting system as a lot of the player base reaches their endgame hideout. So I put aside my aspirations to finding the S tier character builds for My Little Pony because nothing quite lights me up like earning rubles in Escape from Tarkov. Our guide today will be centered around these two items, the water filter and the graphics card. Both of these items go for crazy prices, and I just happen to know what map they spawn a lot on. Both of these scav raids took roughly 15 minutes each, but now it's time to show you where all this juicy loot is. So we're gonna start looking for the water filters at the Ollie. Now it's important that you watch this part of the video all the way to the end because I'm gonna show you spots that you probably aren't aware things spawn at. However, if you do know where all these water filter spawns are, then you're a legend and congratulations. So the first hotspot I'm going to take you to is in this back corner, okay? No water filters will spawn or nothing too great on these first few shelves, but we're going to run to the back. Water filters can spawn on this area of shelving here, but a massive hotspot for it is these shelves back here. And look, we can see one right away. So we're going to grab this one. All these shelves in the sun here can spawn water filters, sometimes even on the second level. Where this motor, we have another water filter spawn there. We have another water filter right here. Again, where that motor is, another water filter can spawn there. And then actually just over here, we even have a fuel. The gray fuel, I believe, goes for 200,000 or just under. So right here, we almost have 500,000 rubles in value, and we just walked here in 5 seconds. So this is how good this route is. Now we're essentially going to be looking throughout the rest of the green shells, but we're also going to be keeping an eye out for some of the other expensive valuables that spawn here, like nuts and bolts or some of the other valuable tools. Make sure to keep an eagle eye on the second level of the green shelves because some of these smaller, more valuable items like the nuts and bolts or even a water filter can spawn on the second level, and it can be hard to see depending on how far away from the shelf you are. Also, if you didn't know, depending on how low your LOD detail is, you're gonna have to get closer to the shelves for the items to even become visible to you. Another honorable mention I'll say is there is a valuable spawn like lions and bitcoins and gold chains rollers on this white chair. So while you're looking across the green shelves, feel free to check out this white chair roughly in the middle of Ollie next to the fire barrel for a rare value spawn. There's also a grenade case right here. Anyway, we're gonna keep moving on here, checking all of the green shelves. Even in the darker areas, they still have all the same spawns. In fact, there's even a spot I'm gonna show you here in just a little bit. There's 4 big water filter spawns on the back shelves that I commonly find go unchecked because I find them a lot on my scav raids. Just to the right of my gun there was another fuel can, so that's another almost 200,000 rubles just sitting on the shelf. And right here is that darker corner we mentioned earlier. It's kind of close to the exit to the Emercom extract. But right back here, we have 2 green shelves and 3 like wooden metal ones. And on the 3 wooden metal ones, the water filters can spawn on the first and second level. When they spawn up there on the second level, sometimes you really have to jump even to pick up some of them. And when it comes to these green shelves, you can find the water filters on both the first and second levels. I commonly find them here again due to the fact that not many people seem to check this corner for some reason. As for graphics cards, they have 2 main spawning methods on Interchange, one being in PC blocks, or 2, it's many static shelf spawns in its various tech stores. If my count is right, there are 41 computers to loot on Interchange. There are 3 kiosks in Ollie with 2 PCs each, one at the front of the store near the front entrance, one at the back right of the store looking in next to the water filter spawns, and one closer to the Emercom exit. Next up, we have the 2 computer rooms on either side of Goshan containing 5 computers each. Then we have the Ollie computer offices near the back of Ollie that has a total of 10 computers. Then we have the Ollie front offices that have a total of 9 computers. Then there is the Idea office with 3 computers, and finally the power station with 3 more computers. And yes, I realize that is a lot of information for you right now, but don't worry, I'll make it easier for you in just a minute. As for the static spawns, you can find graphics cards on the shelves of Texho, TechLight, Rasmussen, German, the Idea office shelves, and the shelves in TTS. Now that we know where everything is, here is my actual live scav raid that I did to throw it all together and show you where I actually loot, because even though I show you all the spots, I don't necessarily visit every single spot every raid, depending on how much loot I already have, or where the action is, or perhaps just how much time I want to spend in that raid. I might visit different areas. So I start off this raid by entering through the Ollie front entrance, and I immediately start to check the 2 kiosks closer to me. The best thing I was able to grab from these 2 close kiosks was an SSD, so I then went on to check the rest of the back corner for water filters, and now I'm just looking through the green shelves in Ollie. You'll see here that I begin to find a fuel. Didn't get as lucky on the water filters this time. I think they were probably looted. And after picking up the fuel, I then go to the last kiosk, which is the furthest left one if you're looking in, closer to the Emercom extract. And then I begin to check the back corner because I'm guessing most people haven't looked there yet. Although the back corner fails me this time, so onward I go to the back Ollie offices. I actually get pretty lucky here in the first office room as I find a ophthalmoscope right off the table on the left here. I actually didn't know it spawned there, so that was pretty cool. But there are a total of 3 office rooms in this series of hallway, and I actually find my graphics card right out of the second room I checked back here, so we're doing pretty good. After finding my graphics card, I took a much important break by this poster. Don't ask why. And then once I was ready, I then went to loot the furniture store because there's some valuable spawns. If you want to know where these are, feel free to look at my other interchange guides I have on my channel for those. And I followed that up with the Texho. I looted the shelves there, and then I went upstairs to loot the TechLight as well. I then took my bag of goodies once I was done looting the TechLight down the middle of the mall to hit German and TTS, all of the shelves in there, to work my way out over toward the railway exfil. But you bet I'm gonna be looting on the way. Well, the only thing left to do now was to leave the mall and extract with my big bag of goodies. I hope this video helped you get a little richer and maybe teach you a little more about the loot spawns on Interchange. My channel is full of other guides for all sorts of maps. I would love to know what you guys thought about this video. I did kind of a new process for this video, and any feedback on that process would be appreciated. Till next time, everyone.